Here's the kick. Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will...
Follow these two. Let's go, little lady. Let's go.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
No. Check 50. Check 50.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Good job, D. Good job.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first drive.
Watch the shift. Check 4.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Let's go. 53. Shout it, go.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Get low, go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
24 is the mark. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check. Set up.
On second and a long way to go. Murray forced out to his left. Going deep for his tight end, Clay. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Watch safety 3. Watch safety 3.
Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Line
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yellow. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to air into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Check 43. Check 3.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Rip left.
2nd down and goal. Murray, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Xavier Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. 24 is the mic. Not today, you are. Not today. 24 is the mic.
Yeah, that's what I do. SOS. SOS.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far.
For them, if they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So now a hook up downfield on second down. And all the way down to the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Mahomes going to throw. Steps away to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watch that. Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Out. 3 down. Out. 24 is the mic. I'm going back to you. 24 is the mic. I got you, son. Back.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Ready. Go to base. Hey, we got 3 down. 24 is the mic. Nice, sweetheart. 24 is the mic. Hayward. You must switch.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray dancing to his left. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
You got three. Three down.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker couldn't make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run. Watch twist.
They give to Johnson going right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Running game.
Watch the safety creep.
On first down, it's Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Check. 53's Mike. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I got you, boy. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
24 is the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 24 is the mic. All day. Punt. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Back.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Tackles. Alert flare.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray, escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
24 is the mic. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 6. Hey, look, 3.
On third down, Murray buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Kill. Check the backer. What? Alert 3. Alert 3. 53's the mic. 53. Man, I got go.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Number 53, Mike 53. You can't block me. You have to go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Walk. Shit. Set. Go. Go.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Second and long. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Hey, here we go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. It's a part of the
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
53's Mike. Check. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
First down, Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
53, go. Check 53. Hey, let's get this, Let's go. And we got Mike. Where'd he go?
Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Push him back. Mike. 53. Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Watch out.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray being chased out left. And he's got some space here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Murray. Forced out to his left, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Check your hot read.
And that'll set him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Let's go, D.
Let's go. Tight up. Tight up.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Sponge.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Always stay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Till the wrist I was.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Check, 180!
Check 45, come on.
Check.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
There we go,
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 24, check 24. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Check 99. Undercrush, undercrush. Green, triple C. Go. Check even. Check. Check.
Here's Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mike, 53. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Orbit. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let him go.
The 2nd down throw for Winston. Steps away to his left. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go, D. Here I come in. Hey, stop. Let's go. Come again. Check 3. Check 3.
Jameis now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Wait. Check.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Watch the eye. Check nickel. Flip it. Check 25.
First down, Winston. Caught by Jones. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Winston flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 40 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Chubb running right. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 8-6 the score after one. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Mayfield to throw it.
I know we love it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down, it's Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I know you feel that.
Ready? Back 25 behind.
3, Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Easy.
53 is the mic. Watch the curve.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
53. Delta. Here we go. Let's go.
Hey, 5-0.
53.
Point that up.
They go play action. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. A give running right is Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield, he's going to rifle one deep left. But that's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Here's Hogan Bawale. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second and 5 now. Winston eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Here we go, even.
Jameis to throw it. Buying time to his left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
6 man.
Easy.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Gotta do better. Echo. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
Here we go.
Let's bring it.
Now Winston on 4th down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike, I'm on. 53.
Hey,
50.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
It's just me and you.
Winston from the gun on third down. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Ready? Blue ready.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got one.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Watch QB drop. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch it go.
3rd and long for Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Throwing. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Mike.
20.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
54. I got you, Pop.
Now Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. Tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some. But you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag of bulk me and watch you lose.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Wide 90.
Rock the run.
Two times.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This is Carson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. In a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 65 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal. Wilson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Domata Peko able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. the offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Slam, slam. Check 13, check 13. Watch quick.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
We're going to work. We're going to work. Ready? Right. Mike 5-4. Yes.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Watch the safety creep. Switch, switch, switch. Six. Check, 6 guys.
Here's Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Running right. This is Ingram. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On the double. 54, right there, 54 Mike. Check right, check right. Hustle, hustle. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Who did?
On 3rd down, Jackson out to his left. And he's got Snead. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Nothing on EA Sports.
Here we go, 50 seconds. 6 yards. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. You're not ready.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here. If they... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Second and 7. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. I was going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wide, get wide.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Mike 54. Keep it up, guys. Check. Hot route.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson flushed out right. He's going deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be... And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Will Disley there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 52. Kill.
On 2nd down, Ingram. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Sponge,
Ingram again. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike 54. Defense wins championships, baby. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Hey, on the screen.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
48.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so... Two remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Touch, move, fatigue.
Check, 48's the Mike.
Took right, took right.
48, Mike, 48.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
19.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Jackson now to throw on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now it's Carson, and down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. The 40. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Lynch running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Wilson, flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing is Jackson. On the move to his left. It's complete to Snead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 4.
Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Shit.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson flushed out right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They'll run here with Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Down to lose one.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Man out.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. Tucker's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. It's a gain of 34. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Wilson to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Now Wilson. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.